YassousNados is someone who became an overnight millionaire on an options trade while in college. Yassous wasn't always rich though. He was able to go to college for free since he qualified for financial aid. He also had $18K in his Fidelity portfolio that he was ready to let grow. Overall, things were looking pretty good for Yassous. But his life would soon take an unexpected turn. Like a true WallStreetBets associate, he ended up failing all of his classes, which led him to dropping out. This is pretty rough, but Yassous still lived with his parents, so he didn't have to stress out about paying for food or rent. After realizing his future was on a bit of a decline, he decided to put all his efforts into learning how to code. After 2 years of this academic grind, he finally landed a coding job. He worked until he saved up $70,000. All of this hard work was already starting to get to Yassous though, and he was ready to start making risky trades. He wasn't quite ready for options yet though. He took this hard-earned $70K and dumped it all into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's rise in 2024 brought his portfolio to $100,000, and Yassous had successfully achieved a six-figure net worth at 18. But he wasn't ready to throw in the towel just yet. He took his whole portfolio and YOLO'd it on Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu's rally in early March sent him up all the way to $250K. Yassous realized he had gotten insanely lucky and decided it was time to stop being so risky. That's until 3 months later when he saw the bull break out of its cage. GameStop's crazy rally had Yassous worried that he was gonna miss out on a legendary trade. On one hand, he already had a $250,000 net worth in his 20s, but what's $250,000 when you can have $250 gazillion? He saw GameStop was up 60%, and that's all he needed to see to make his decision. He fired up Robinhood and YOLO'd his life savings on AMC calls. Yassous was instantly on edge. AMC was trading at about $3.50, so he needed AMC to jump about $1 for his calls to be in the money. He had 2,037 calls that all expired at the end of the week, so this was definitely a very high-stakes trade. AMC climbed its way all the way up to $5 by the end of the day. Yassous was sick and tired of all the stress and wanted to quickly get out of his position. If he sold, he would have secured a $100,000 profit, bringing his portfolio to $350K. The only issue is that the day flew by and it was already after hours. Yassous was glad that his position was in the green, but now he had to hope and pray that the stock wouldn't come crashing down by the time the market opened. Yassous was worried. AMC kept rising, but he felt like it was due for a crash any minute. He knew that there was nothing he can do about it, so he got into bed and got ready for some much-needed rest. Except he was not able to sleep. He was up until 1 a.m. when finally he peacefully hit the hay. Until he bolted up from his sleep at 4 in the morning. Yassous was only able to catch about 3 hours of peaceful Z's before AMC woke him back up. He knew that all he could do now was wait, and that's what he did until the trading bell rang at market open. Yassous opened up Robinhood and was greeted by his now $1.2 million portfolio. $1 million gain in college is unbelievable. Almost too unbelievable. Users on WallStreetBets would immediately doubt that any of this ever happened. First of all, his screenshot has an awfully suspicious, funky border around it. Second of all, his story meant that he already had $250,000 saved up at the age of 23. And third of all, his gain just seems too good to be true. Despite all of this, Yassous was able to prove these doubtful WallStreetBets members wrong. OSRS Karma, a mod on the subreddit, said, "This is somehow real. I am as shocked as you are. Unreal timing." Despite having nearly $1.3 million ready to invest, Yassous makes the responsible decision to keep working his job and go to college. After making a post to the Fire subreddit, he revealed his plans on meeting with tax and financial advisors. He still lives with his parents and doesn't have any debt. He would like to invest his fortune to make even more money. He says that he doesn't want to retire yet and wants to keep working for now. As of now, he's torn between real estate or dumping it into the S&P 500 for passive income. Huge shout out to Miguel Hazler and 2008 Ford Fusion for subscribing to the Diamond tier on Patreon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on Yassous' journey.